Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Hot Projects, where we take a look at some of the biggest games on the blockchain right now, trying to pick projects that are going to do big X's in the next couple of months. We have already obviously got this as number one, Metagear. What a pick last week. If you weren't in on this and didn't watch last week's episode, you will have seen that I recommended this at 10 cents. I think it was like 9 cents when I did the video. Yeah, it's now at 56. It has 6x'd since then. Huge X's, and if anybody got in on that, then you will be sitting pretty on this. I mean, you can see I'm only holding a small bag in here because the main amount that we have through supporting this, full disclosure, Metagear is a project that we are privately invested in because I saw the potential in it, thought this is gonna do 100x was the what I put in the video. From then we've already seen almost a 20x, and the game isn't even released yet. It's in alpha, but it's looking really good, looking really fresh, and I think it's going to attract a lot of users. So we're going to go into our top 3 picks that I think will 10x in the next couple of months, this being one of them. After that, we're just going to take a look at some other projects that have exciting updates and changes on the way. So if you want to keep up to date with any content like this, do please hit subscribe button. I'll do my best to keep you informed about the best projects out there. We're also going to be doing watch to earn on this content because we have one sponsored video, just a sponsored trailer, 1-minute ad integration. That's all we got in terms of sponsored work today. If you want to have a chance to win one of 5 lots of $60 USDT, go to the comment section, post anything you like, go to Discord, post in the competition wallet section your wallet address and your YouTube name, and you will have a chance to be one of those 5 winners. USDT will be sent in probably towards the end of next week. We had some winners last week. $600 was given away, so congrats to the people who won that. Today's video is sponsored by Sapphire Studios, the creators of Gold Inc., a place where you can mine real gold and build a real business in the world's most expansive mass multiplayer online game. Gold Inc. allows you to grow your real world net worth while building a realistic mining empire. You can own finite land with real world value, ally with friends, and rule over 10,000 players via the open world governance system. Benefits of playing include the fact that you can download this and it's free to play on App Store and Google Play Store. You can even play it on your computer. You can find and own regular claims to mine gold, which will be freely exchangeable for GXP once it launches. This means that you can make a living off the game. The idea is that any player at any given time can own claims to support a healthy income. Once GXP launches, the value of it will grow every day. You can download now on Android and iOS via the links down below, and you can join the Discord community to keep up to date with any changes around the game. Right, let's get into my top 5. Top 5, number 1 is Metagear. Do I think it's going to do 10x from here on? I'm not so sure. I mean, we're looking already at nearly 20x. To say it's going to be going beyond that would be a big statement. But if you take a look at their moon sheet, so moon sheet from Metagear, you can see that in terms of market cap, this is not a fully diluted market cap. They are looking pretty good. So we can see that we're probably at 20x now return of investment if you got involved on the public sale. Public sale price was 0.027. Total supply, the initial market cap was only $432,000, which is again another reason why I saw a lot of potential in it. And yeah, so we're already beyond that. Private sale, which we got, I think was like 2 cents. So we're looking at almost 25 and beyond 25x on our initial investment. And to do 100x, $2.07. Now you can compare this to the likes of Bomb Crypto in terms of, you know, the chart. Bomb Crypto started at around 40 cents once it listed, and that started at 4 cents when it was, I think it was a private sale, no, a public sale. So twice as much, went up to 8. So we could actually be looking at $4 if it does reach the same level. Now $4 will be an 8x from where we are at now. And so not the 10x, but I mean, this was really a heads up. I didn't expect it. I was going to do another feature on it because it had gone 2x when I thought about adding it into this video, and it's just gone way beyond that. So getting that 10x is going to be harder now. But it's all about, I think the best way to make money in terms of not playing the games but investing in good tokens is to get in early. Do your research, follow YouTubers that release content about new games, assess them yourself, do your own research and see whether that is a project that you think is worth investing in, has potential. The big standouts for me for this was it has an awesome team that is experienced, that you can go check YouTube videos and watch them working in their environment. They have a proper studio that they're working in. You've got the experience of creating mobile games in the past. You've got a huge draw to 8-bit style games. You know, look at Bomb Crypto, and I pegged this to be the next Bomb Crypto, thinking it's got the same style to it, and I think it'll have the same draw but more, because when you look at PvP, this is the kind of fourth point, the game is so far along in its development that if you go and play the alpha test now, and this is reason 4, you want to be getting involved in a project that has made good progress with the creation of the game. This is alpha. It's very much got that same feel to it as Thetan Arena's alpha, in that is a finished project. Game runs really smooth, very much bug free. And you can go on and test out all these different weapons, get used to them, see what's good, because you're going to be able to need to know that for when you actually get into some battles. So you can create a vehicle, I mean, better than this guy. If you haven't got wheels, if you haven't got a chassis, you're not going to be able to create a good vehicle. Look at this guy, just get shot in the eye. Oh, we got this. Yeah, die. I mean, the battles will be a lot more challenging than that. They will have weapons and gadgets like this guy as well. Ooh, he's going to be... Depends how much damage he does. Ooh, he's doing some significant damage. He scores. I mean, I don't go for this setup. Oh. No, I think we're dead. Oh! Time ran out and they just got hit. We had 57. Oh my god. What a victory. Yeah, so it's already functioning really well. You can still play the alpha test now, hold 500 gear. What I like about this project is they're holding events. So alongside them actually releasing the alpha, they've still got ways in which you can win NFTs and rewards. There's a medal race going on, so you can get involved in that. And these just keep it fresh, keep people engaged with the alpha and keep people playing. You have farm auction, which is they participate in. So they're creating regular events, and the marketing team, just from speaking to them, they're very good. They're on it. They're sharing details with us that we can then share with you guys on a regular basis. And I think that's why we've seen it absolutely moon. So hopefully this has been one that you got in with me, just like Bomb Crypto, and we're all seeing big X's in our portfolios during this horrible market. The next project is Genomic, the world's first move to earn NFT game. I think this is going to do 10x from its current position in the next couple of months, because if we take a look at where it is at 5.765 US dollars a token at the moment, and if you compare it to where it's been, 37.930. So people have obviously seen a lot of potential in this project. This coming down is the lack of, it's the bear market, but the lack of content for the masses to be able to play. They've got the beta, which is currently available, and it is just a testing of the walking feature and accruing of steps, and then collecting experience to evolve and put into your pet. Now that means that not many people are playing it, not many people are seeing it, and therefore it's not getting the advertisement when you compare that to Metagear, because it's accessible to anybody who holds only 500 Metagear tokens. Now, the reason why I think this is going to be big is just from obviously speaking with the co-founders, as mentioned before. I'm really excited for this project and where it's going in terms of looking over your well-being. It's basically going to be the blockchain version of Pokemon Go in terms of getting steps in it and gaining experience for your pets, but it's going to have so much more to it than that ever had, and you're going to have real ownership over the assets. It's going to be free to play, so when you get that free to play access and you being able to engage with the game, that's when it's going to have a massive boost to its economy, because it's going to have more holders, more people incentivized to hold the token. And that's where, from this position, if we see it, bottoming out really at where it was when it first launched, and then, a boost going up to a new all-time high. A new all-time high of 50, I don't think is too unreasonable. 57 would be a 10x from here. And yeah, I think in terms of the backers around Genopets, who's invested in the game, you look at some of the big names, you know, Honda is a football player you might not know, or soccer if you're in America, but famous player is involved and invested in this project. So you've got a lot of people backing it, and you've got a game on the Solana network, which is obviously very, very popular at the moment. In terms of games, we're seeing more and more games being released on the Solana network, and this is kind of one of the earlier ones that has gotten into it. The NFTs that you can purchase for this game, you can get a big head start on the game by picking up an NFT, and they're going for a lot of money still. I mean, Sol has come down significantly recently, hasn't it? So it does mean that everything's reduced in its price, so you could sell these at like 20 Genopets initially, and that would have been worth 4 grand, but now you're seeing that being worth less because Solana has just completely tanked recently. Floor price of 11.19. It does offer an opportunity to get into this project for around, you know, just over $1,000. You can pick these up on Metagear or FTX. Genopets refined crystals going for 0.437, and then we've got the terraform seeds going for 0.04. I think I need to pick some of these up. They're going for cheap. They'd be worth getting. Okay, yeah. So I think this is a real good opportunity. When you invest in a project, again, it's looking about the what are the draws that this is going to have for people. I think we've got a huge following of it, 143k followers. You've got that's the amount of people that probably also want to get access into playing the game. Great partners, you know, YGGC, Games sister company, and some big venture capitalist firms in there. And just by looking at, you know, the beta trailer, it's already exciting me, and when I think more people get to access this game, that's when it's going to be able to blow up. And now is a very good time to get in. Buying the dip is obviously a very, very important part of making money. So if you get that dip right when it's at lowest, and then we start to see, if we saw a bull run, and February is the time which I said the market would pick up, in my mind, I think mid-February is when we'll start seeing the markets pick up. And if it does, yeah, I think we could see a lot of games at the low prices going high. A really good example of when we last did this was Revamon. So Revamon was, it hit some good prices. I think it was hovering around 23 cents. Let's not do 10 minutes. And I'd pick this up right at the bottom. So the last bear market that we had, where Bitcoin absolutely crashed, I picked up 2,500 of this. I think it was at 0.08 when I picked it up, and then it skyrocketed all the way up to $1.35. So it 10x from there. So I kind of think, look at Genopets as potentially, you know, it's a very, very similar chart, isn't it? Up, and then we're coming down. Up, and then coming down, and this stability around the low price is that. So we're seeing some stability around, hovering around 5 to 10. I think this Genopets is going to do this upon launch of the game. And I think being in beta, it's not too far in the future that we're going to see this actually coming out. So that's Genopets. That's what I think is going to be another 10x opportunity in the next couple of months. Find all the links to that in the description below. Another Pokemon inspired project is NFT Champions, and this is probably the best quality one on Polygon Network. Now I'm really trying to spread my investments across the different chains, because one of these will pop off at a certain point. It always happens. Like Solana had a massive boost a while back and obviously has come down since then. But spread your investments across different chains. Don't just stick to the familiar, the one that is, you know, probably for most people, Binance Smart Chain. Go into different chains and get involved in some projects. So obviously we have Solana for Genopets, we have Polygon NFT Champions, and I think this is at a very low price. I did talk about it a while back and it was at 30 cents, but obviously because the bear market it got hit, and it's come down to 12 cents, which I think is a very healthy amount. A market cap of 3.37 million. That's really low for a game of this type of quality. I think we're going to see the price massively break out in a short amount of time. If we take a look at the events coming up, we're going to have early access being released in Q1 of 2022. We're going to have marketplace release very soon, and it's going to be available on both PC and mobile devices. I think this is one that's probably under a lot of people's radar. And even if it is on your radar, I think people will be looking at it and thinking that this down is, a sign of bad times and it's not worth investing in. But again, I think it presents an opportunity. So its all-time high is around $1.12, and that's all you need to hit. You just need to get back up to there, and we've seen a 10x from your current position. So I currently do hold NFT Champions. By the way, all these things today you're gonna have to purchase on the different networks. You're gonna have to figure out if you want to pick up Juniper, make sure you have a Phantom wallet. Go to Radium, that's probably the best place to trade it. Make sure you copy addresses directly from CoinMarketCap down here. Polygon network is where NFT Champions is at. If you want to go trade for some of that, make sure you go to QuickSwap or other sites that you can trade on the same network and post the address in there. And you can see that, if we switch to Matic on my account, that I should be holding some. Yeah, so I've got 17,331. So if it 10x's from my current position, that's $20,000. I'm putting a bit in it, as I say, spread it across different networks, because if this pops off and it does the 10x, you're making an $18,000 gains in that. So definitely one I think that has potential to return. If you take a look at a lot of games in the same kind of genre that have released the game following a dip, again, it's kind of very much comparable to Revamon. That's when you see a big boost upon game release, new information that's attracting people. What we need is a good market, and people will flock to this, I think, just because of the quality of the game, the quality of the team behind it. The biggest draw for me is, though, the graphics. The style of this is awesome. Turn-based combat, yes, but it has a lot of skill involved in it in terms of evolving pets with good skills, making sure you take advantage of type advantages, and just the visuals for like attacks is brilliant. So I think just the quality of the game will be enough to draw this price up way beyond. I think a 30 million market cap from here on isn't too unrealistic, and that's what I'm trying to pick with these top 5 projects, is ones with low market caps that have the potential to get up to a higher market cap that will give you that 10x. It's really hard to record a video about a coin pumping and 10x opportunity when it's already just gone to 67 in the time that I've been recording. Okay, so next up we have a project which has obviously been hitting the bear market quite heavily, but still has some potential to go up. I'm not sure if it's a 10x in it, and that just comes down to the gameplay. When you compare it to some of the other games that we've been looking at, I don't think it has that level of depth that it needs to be able to attract many people, but it may still be very attractive because of the fact that it is, very early in alpha. This is not actually going to be the final project. So just to have a little sneak look at it, we've been given access to the alpha, so you know what to expect when this game releases. And so you'd have this adventure mode, you would go select a planet, and you would have chapters that you'd have to complete. And as you go through them, you would take those 3 or 6 into battle, and they each will have different special abilities. So this first one special ability, I can shoot a gun that does some significant damage to them. This guy hit him with his golf club. Yeah, so it doesn't have the level of depth that I don't think that is needed. It's an auto battler with clicking in terms of using your specials at tactical times to take down the enemies in front of you. You will earn crystals as you play along. The skill in this light was in, selecting a squad that is good, has good weapons, good special abilities. Some of them will have different substats like dodge, See a level up there which boosts our HP, helps in surviving. This is an alpha version, so we have to be aware that this is not going to be the final product, and I think they're going to need a bit of work just to make it a little bit more engaging and enjoyable. It doesn't have the fun factor, I don't think, that Metagear has, but we'll see whether they can pull out in beta and in future, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Another one to look out for is Cornucopius. The island awaits. This is going to be a big game built on the Cardano blockchain, so I think that's something that's going to be hugely attractive. Also, actually trying to get involved in other chains, you are going to need a Cardano wallet for that and get some money transferred into your account. The token is ADA for Cardano, if you're not aware, and you can pick up an NFT from their first sale tomorrow at 12 p.m. CST, which I think is around 6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. UST. And there's a bit more information on it if you want to understand what you'd be buying. So you can get an exclusively minted legendary or even a mythic NFT in this. You'll be picking up a sprinter. A sprinter is going to be an important NFT within the game. So we can see the rarity drop rates. You might be lucky enough to pick up that 1%. The price is going to be 120 ADA. With it being priced at $1 currently, that means you're going to be picking up one for $120. Now that's a really good investment, I think. Very low entry for an NFT in a game that is going to be very, very big. We did a video, if you haven't seen this, you can go check some information on that. It also gives you information how to prepare, how to get a wallet and an ADA, how to set up, and what to expect in terms of being able to use the NFT. So it's going to be fully playable within the Cornucopius as an advanced method of personal in-game transportation, with more in-game functions soon to be released, but they can also be sold, traded, and collected. Pick up your favorite ride to level up your gaming experience. I think the amount that they're selling, 11,900, is a fairly good amount. It's not too high. It's going to obviously throw out a lot of mythics at a 1% rate. From that, you know, the likelihood is that out of 100 you'd get one, like 1,000 you get 2, 20, 100. You're likely going to see 100 mythics being produced out of that, or if you want to be specific, 119. I would recommend picking up more than one to have in the game and one to be able to sell on the marketplace, and potentially pick more than that because you might be going for a mythic in the game. Now, they have implemented a cooldown system, which is very good because it just means it prevents everybody from throwing in loads and loads of transactions and bots buying them all up. Cooldown means you can pick one up, cooldown before you can another attempt to come made, and then you can pick another one up, cooldown. It means also that it gives access for everybody to get one, rather than, you know, if I just pick up 100, I potentially prevent somebody from just buying one. And I think it's going to be very, very popular. I think it's going to have a lot of draw. So you're seeing some NFT sales at the moment with games not selling out, and that's rare in the market space that we've been living in. Like, usually everything sells out. So we might be seeing a shift towards people's, you know, sense of certainty about like an NFT is going to be worth investing in. But I definitely think that this is going to be one worth investing in. The quality of the game looks great. The team looks great, as we've looked through before. So definitely want to keep an eye on. Put that in your diary. We've got this timer here. Another thing to mention, January the 31st, the battling begins in Drunk Robots. So they are actually opening up PvP mode. It's been a long time waiting on this one, and I knew it'd be around here that we would start to see some progress be made. Finally, the Goshinyhunters gang can get going with their 51 robots against Metal Heist with 1,350. Oh dear, we're gonna die. But yeah, it'll be interesting to actually get using them and potentially earning junk, which is going to be one of their tokens. I think I'm excited for it. It's been a while. I'll test it out, and when it comes live, and we'll see what it's like. It'd be good to take my guys out of claiming their junk. So they've been getting 14.42 junk since I put them in out of the junk pool. Didn't get any rares though, so they're not going to be great. Some people might have better. Don't worry if you missed out on this. They have sold out, but the secondary market is on its way, so you will be able to pick some up to be able to play the game. But as soon as that goes live, I'll let you know exactly what that looks like, probably next week in next week's video. The game has some good partners and it just looks fun. So we'll see where that goes in the next couple of months. And then finally, a potential NFT sale that might be worth getting involved in. Synergyland are hosting their NFT sale of their Synergians. These are their like avatars that you can use to get in the game. If you haven't seen this, we were trying to get in this for a private sale allocation, and we were about to get one, but I think they must have sorted out their allocations with creators, and it never went through with it. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens to this token, whether we missed out on it. But I mean, there'll be plenty more opportunities in the future. So the sale happens today, 2 p.m. CET for the whitelist round, and then 5 p.m. for the public round. I believe there'll be 10,000 available. So yeah, one worth definitely checking out and picking up. Maybe at least one, maybe two. They look pretty cool, and I like some of the special effects that you'll get on some of them with the blue eyes and lightning. Yeah, so we'll be trying to get in on that personally. I just thought it'd be one thing to mention if you want to get in on it. Less than 6 hours. That was at 7 a.m. Okay, 1 p.m. Okay, it's about to start, and public round will be in 3 hours from the time that I'm recording this. So yeah, be sure to check that out, and hopefully we'll pick up a few good ones. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.